Hello everyone and welcome to quiz night at the Prince of Wales Virtual School. Great to see everyone here this evening for what promises to be an entertaining and challenging evening of quiz fun delight. I am joined this evening by a fantastic quizmaster known the world over for his excellence in this field. And in a moment we'll pop him up. But obviously every quiz show needs to start with a spot of music, and I'm hoping that my laptop will work now and I can put a bit of music on. Or maybe not. These technical difficulties are sent to challenges, aren't they, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, we had a little bit then and then it's disappeared again. Let's try that again, shall we? We've got a few people joining us already. Let's have the music. That's right, it's quiz night. And we are looking for some correct answers this evening. We don't want any of these. We want lots of thumbs up. We're going to give you time to get the answer right. But when the time's up, we'll be crossing over to the quizmaster. Well, we'll see if you've got the right answer. Excellent. Right then, let's see if our quizmaster is here this evening. Hello, quizmaster. How are you, sir?
Very well, thank you, Mr. Spracklen. Good evening, everyone.
Quizmaster MacBean is here. Sir, I'm liking your outfit this evening.
Thank you, thank you. Are we ready for this, Mr. Spracklen?
I'm ready.
I'm going to be doing the adults' questions for the mums and dads and anybody else that might be around, grands and granddads. And you're going to be doing the quiz for the children. Is that right?
That's correct. We're both pitching to our own levels, Mr. MacBean.
Oh.
Now, we've got a few people telling us already that they're ready for the quiz. We've got the Hoskins,
good.
Hoskins families are ready. The Mystery Dyer family are ready. I hope they split into two, the Mystery Dyers, just so numbers-wise this were fair, you know. We've got the Baker family already.
Hooray.
The Double family have got their pen and paper ready, and that's all the technology that they need, isn't it, Mr. MacBean? Just a pen
and paper.
So if you've not got your pen and paper ready yet, do go and grab one now. The format of the quiz is going to be that we're going to ask alternate questions. We're going to ask an adult question, and then we're going to ask a child question. We've got 3 rounds. That's right, isn't it, Mr. MacBean?
3 rounds of 10 questions, Mr. Spracklen.
3 rounds of 10 questions for the
30 adults' questions and 30 children's questions. That's
correct. And we're going to read out the questions. We're going to give you a few seconds to answer, and then we're going to read out the next question. And when we get to the end of a 10-question block, we'll then go back and we will tell you the answers. And we're looking for those people to tell us how many they got out of 10 each time. And then at the end, we'll see how many we got out of 30 for the adults and how many we got out of 30 for the children. So we need to keep your scores as you go along. That's right. Do we want anyone to put the answers in the Facebook comment box, Mr. MacBean?
Well, no, I think that would be a bit of a giveaway for other people. So we'd love to see your comments, but just so we know that you're there and having fun. But don't give us the answers because that'll spoil it for other people that are trying to do them. So keep the answers, just write them down.
We hope that people will watch this back as well. So we don't want to share any answers for those people either. We've got a few other people joining in. The Stenterfords are here joining in. The Spinks family are joining in.
Excellent.
Isla's ready. Isla Boston's ready. The Andersons are just getting their paper and pen, so we'll give them a couple of seconds to do that. Pen and paper is at the ready from the Mystery Dyers. Thank you very much. That's good to know. We've got a whole range of questions coming up, Mr. MacBean.
We have general knowledge, but yeah, a complete range of questions. Hopefully, well, I've written these quizzes so that hopefully you're going to get most of them right, but hopefully maybe not quite all of them right. So challenging, not impossible. We'll see. We'll see. Depends how good you are at quizzes, really, isn't it? So give it a go. Do your best.
The Huntingtons are ready for the quiz.
Yeah.
which is good. Yeah. I think without further ado, we'll head over to round number 1. Let me just see if I can get this all set up. Right, this is all getting very technical now. I'm going to put up the round 1 sign. It should say round 1 now. And are we going to start with an adult question or a child question?
Child's question first.
Okay, so question number 1 for the children is, who was Little Red Riding Hood visiting in the woods? That's question number 1. Who was Little Red Riding Hood visiting in the woods?
And question number 1 for the adults. So children, ignore this. But for the adults, your question is, goulash is a popular spicy beef dish. From which country does it originate? Goulash is a popular spicy beef dish. From which country does it originate?
We're going to go back over to the children's questions now and give the adults a chance to answer that first question. Question number 2 for the children is, who is the puppet whose nose gets bigger if he tells a lie? That's question number 2 for the children. Who is the puppet whose nose gets bigger if he tells a lie?
Adults, question number 2. Your question number 2 is, which anniversary is used to commemorate 60 years of marriage? Which anniversary is used to commemorate 60 years of marriage?
Question number 3 for the children. What is the name of the tree that produces acorns? That's question number 3 for the children. What is the name of the tree that produces acorns?
And question number 3 for the adults. Who composed Don Giovanni? Who composed Don Giovanni?
Question number 4 for the children. What is a baby kangaroo called? What is a baby kangaroo called? That's number 4 for the children.
Number 4 for the adults. Which monarch was on the English throne during the Gunpowder Plot? Which monarch was on the English throne during the Gunpowder Plot?
Question number 5 for the children. How many sides does a hexagon have? That's question number 5 for the children. How many sides does a hexagon have?
And the adults, number 5. What was the name of the volcano that destroyed Pompeii? What's the name of the volcano that destroyed Pompeii?
Question number 6 for the children. How many strings does a violin have? That's question number 6 for the children. How many strings does a violin have?
And question number 6 for the adults, also with a musical theme. With which band is Debbie Harry associated? With which band is Debbie Harry associated?
Question number 7 for the children. Question number 7 for the children. In a nursery rhyme, who kissed the girls and made them cry? In the nursery rhyme, who kissed the girls and made them cry? That's question number 7 for the children.
And 7 for the adults is, what in the London area was designed by Joseph Paxton and built in 1851? What in the London area was designed by Joseph Paxton and built in 1851?
Question number 8 for the children. On which continent do we find India? Question number 8. On which continent do we find India?
And a geographical question, number 8 for the adults too. In which county is the Lake District? In which county is the Lake District?
Question number 9 for the children. Question number 9 for the children. What is Doctor Who's time travelling machine called? What is Doctor Who's time-traveling machine called?
Question number 9 for the adults. What colour are the legs of a little egret? What colour are the legs of a little egret?
Question number 10. This is the final question in this round for the children. What is the name of the organ that pumps blood around the body? What is the name of the organ that pumps blood around the body?
And the final question in the first round for the adults, number 10, is how many weeks apart were the first 2 atomic bombs dropped during World War II? How many weeks apart were the first 2 atomic bombs dropped during World War II? And that concludes round 1.
Let's just see in the comments box who feels confident, who thinks that they've done well in that round. Let's see any comments. Did people find that hard, easy? Yeah, this is a thumbs up or thumbs down, maybe. Are people feeling like this? Or have we got a bit of? Hopefully not that bad, Mr. MacBean.
No. Hopefully not. Otherwise people will be switching off. Anyway, Mr. Spracklen, we're going to give people the answers now. We're going to rely on your fairness. You see how well you got on. So you're going to mark your own work, as it were, and we're going to tell you the answers. So here we go. You're going to go first, Mr. Spracklen.
Before I do that, we're going to say Mrs. Long is here.
Hi, Mrs. Long.
And the mystery dyers say we kind of feel confident.
Good. It's only the first round, though.
The Anderson say Indy did good, Mum didn't.
Yeah, well done, Indy.
Miss Johnson says easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Ooh.
The Boston's got their fingers crossed. The Stenterfords said the adults got the kids' ones right in our house.
Well,
and the Hoskins are feeling good about it. So we'll wait and see. So we see these answers then. Okay, so we're going to do the round 1 answers now. So get your pens that are ready to mark them. And remember to add up your scores as we go. So the first question for the children was, who was Little Red Riding Hood visiting in the woods? The answer is Granny.
And question number 1 for the grown-ups. Goulash is a popular spicy beef dish, and it comes from Hungary.
Hungary. That's the first. Granny and Hungary are the first 2 answers. Number 2 for the children. Who is the puppet whose nose gets bigger if he tells a lie? And the answer is Pinocchio. Pinocchio.
Number 2 for the grown-ups. The anniversary used to commemorate 60 years of marriage is diamond. A diamond anniversary.
A diamond anniversary. Number 3 for the children. What is the name of the tree that produces acorns? It's an oak. An oak tree.
And the adults, number 3, the composer of Don Giovanni was Mozart. Mozart.
Number 4 for the children. What is a baby kangaroo called? And the answer is a joey. A joey.
And number 4 for the adults. Which monarch was on the English throne during the Gunpowder Plot? The answer is James I.
Fantastic. James I. Number 5 for the children. How many sides does a hexagon have? A hexagon has 6 sides. That's 6.
And the name of the volcano that destroyed Pompeii was Mount Vesuvius.
Mount Vesuvius. Number 6 for the children. How many strings does a violin have? A violin has 4 strings. 4.
With which band is Debbie Harry associated? The answer is Blondie. Blondie.
Blondie. In the nursery rhyme, number 7 for the children. In the nursery rhyme, who kissed the girls and made them cry? The answer is Georgie Porgy. Georgie Porgy.
And number 7 for the grown-ups. What in the London area was designed by Joseph Paxton and built in 1851? The answer is Crystal Palace. Or the Crystal Palace.
Number 8 for the children. On which continent do we find India? The answer is Asia. Asia.
And number 8. What county is the Lake District in? The answer is Cumbria. Cumbria.
What is Doctor Who's time traveling machine called? Number 9 for the children. The answer is a TARDIS. TARDIS is the answer to question number 9 for the children.
What colour are the legs of a little egret? A little egret is a white bird, but with yellow legs. The answer is yellow.
And number 10 for the children, the final question of this first round is, what is the name of the organ that pumps blood around the body? And the answer is the heart. Heart is the answer for number 10 for the children.
And the final answer, the final question for the adults was, how many weeks apart were the first 2 atomic bombs dropped during World War II? And the answer is 3. They were dropped 3 weeks apart.
Let us know in the comment box how you get on. We'll give you 10 seconds before we come back. Right, we are back for round 2. Are you ready there, Quizmaster MacBean?
Ready and racing. All good to go.
We've got the mystery dice saying that the children got the total of 10 and the adults got 6. I think that's pretty
well
good.
done, children.
Well done, guys. That's fantastic. Okay, we're moving on to round
Well done, the adults too, though. That's not bad. 6.
No, very good. Philippa got 6 out of 10. Well done, Philippa. Holly got 8, and the adults only got 5. Thumbs down from the baby.
Well done, Holly.
Isla 10, Mummy 7 in the Boston household. Well done, guys. Some great scores there, Mr. MacBean.
Very good. Very impressive.
Let's move on to round number 2. And we're going to start with a children's question for round number 2. Question number 11. What 2 colours make up the flag of Spain? That's what 2 colours make up the flag of Spain?
And number 11 for the adults. Who joined Queen in the 1981 hit song Under Pressure? Who joined Queen in the 1981 hit song Under Pressure?
Question number 12 for the children. In the Jungle Book, what kind of animal is Baloo? In the Jungle Book, what kind of animal is Baloo?
Question number 12 for the grown-ups. What is the name of Long John Silver's parrot? What is the name of Long John Silver's parrot?
Question number 13 for the children. What is the name of the tree that produces conkers? That's what is the name of the tree that produces conkers?
Number 13 for the adults. What is the most common atom in the universe? What is the most common atom in the universe?
Question number 14 for the children. What is a baby goat called? What is a baby goat called? Number 14 for the children.
My number 14 is, what is the name of the French underground system? What is the name of the French underground system in Paris? Perhaps I should add. What is the name of the French underground system in Paris?
Number 15 for the children. In which country are the pyramids of Giza? In which country are the pyramids of Giza?
My number 15. When is St. George's Day? When is St. George's Day?
Question number 16. What colour do you get when you mix blue and yellow paint? That's what colour do you get when you mix blue and yellow paint?
And 16 for the grown-ups. Which Scandinavian country presents Trafalgar Square with a Christmas tree each year? Which Scandinavian country presents Trafalgar Square with a Christmas tree each year?
Question number 17 for the children. What are the 2 longest rivers in the world? That's what are the 2 longest rivers in the world? So we're looking for 2 names there.
Number 17 for the adults. Which of the following refers to a female ferret? Is it a Jill, a Sue, an Anne, or a Dora? Which of the following refers to a female ferret? A Jill, a Sue, an Anne, or a Dora?
Question number 18, this time for the children. What are tortoiseshells, peacocks, brimstones, and painted ladies? I'll say that again. What are tortoiseshells, peacocks, brimstones, and painted ladies?
18 for the grown-ups. Which one of the Beatles was born during a World War II air raid? Which one of the Beatles was born during a World War II air raid?
Question number 19, the penultimate question of this round for the children. What is the name of Harry Potter's pet owl? What is the name of Harry Potter's pet owl?
19 for the adults. Diamonds are composed of just one chemical element. What element is that? Diamonds are composed of just one chemical element. What element is that?
And the final question for this round for the children is, what is the largest planet in our solar system? That is, what is the largest planet in our solar system?
And the final adult question for round 2 is, what building completed in 1889 contains 2.5 million rivets? What building completed in 1889 contains 2.5 million rivets?
Mr. MacBean, before I go through the answers for the round 2, I've got a few people still telling me their scores from round 1. George got 10 and Mrs. Long got 5 in the last round. In the
George.
10 out of 10 for the children, 6 out of 10 for the adults. In the Andersons, it was 10 out of 10 for the children. Mummy got 4 out of 10 and thinks that they may need to swap the teacher around for homeschooling now. The doubles, Mummy got 4 out of 10, Rosa got 9. And with Miss Johnson, Cameron got 10 and Mummy got 9. So lots of good comments there. So wonderful to see. Should we find out the answers to round 2, Mr. MacBean?
Let's do that, Mr. Spracklen.
I think that would be fantastic. Right then, for the children, question number 11. What 2 colours make up the flag of Spain? The answer is red and yellow. Red and yellow.
The adults, who joined Queen in the 1981 hit song Under Pressure? David Bowie.
David Bowie. Question number 12 for the children. In the Jungle Book, what kind of animal is Baloo? Baloo was a bear. He had the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities.
Number 12. The name of Long John Silver's parrot is Captain Flint.
Ah, of course, Captain Flint. Number 13, what is the name of the tree that produces conkers? The answer is a horse chestnut. A horse chestnut tree.
Number 13, the most common atom in the universe is apparently hydrogen.
Number 14, what is a baby goat called? A baby goat is called a kid. A kid.
Number 14, the name of the French underground system in Paris is Le Metro, or the Metro.
Le Metro. In which country are the pyramids of Giza? It's, of course, Egypt. Egypt is the answer to question number 15 for the children.
And the grown-ups, number 15, when is St. George's Day? Later this month. It is the 23rd of April.
23rd of April. Which colour do you get when you mix blue and yellow paint? And the answer is, of course, green. Green is the answer to question number 16 for the children.
And my number 16 was, which Scandinavian country presents Trafalgar Square with a Christmas tree each year? The answer is Norway.
Norway, fantastic. Number 17, what are the two longest rivers in the world? And the answers are the Nile and the Amazon. The Nile and the Amazon.
Which of the following refers to a female ferret? Is it a Jill, a Sue, an Anne, or a Dora? Well, the answer is a female ferret is a Jill.
A Jill. Number 18, what are tortoise shells, peacocks, brimstones, and painted ladies? They are all types of butterflies. Butterflies is the answer to question number 18.
My number 18, which one of the Beatles was born during a World War II air raid? You had a 1 in 4 chance getting this, and you got it right if you wrote Ringo Starr.
Ringo Starr. What is the name of Harry Potter's pet owl? Question number 19 for the children. What is the name of Harry Potter's pet owl? Hedwig is the name. Hedwig.
And my number 19, diamonds are composed of just one chemical element. What element is that? The answer is carbon.
Carbon. Number 20, the final question in this round for the children is, what is the largest planet in our solar system? What is the largest planet in our solar system? It is Jupiter. Jupiter is the answer to question 20.
And my question 20, what building completed in 1889 contains 2.5 million rivets? The Eiffel Tower.
Ah, the Eiffel Tower. Tell us how you got on that round, guys. Let's see your comments in the comment box before we bring you the final round. Oh, how do you think they got on, Mr. MacBean?
Well, I don't know. I think that round might have been slightly easier. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Couple of tricky ones now. I think the butterfly one might have caught up a few children there. And I think
tricky.
It could have been a bit tricky. And yeah, I wonder how many we got. Let's see. A couple of comments coming in. The mystery dyers. The kids got a total of 10 on that one. Well done, children.
Wow.
It was 7. Fantastic. The Bakers got 8 each this time, so they matched each other. That was good, guys. Well done.
Well done, Holly.
In the double household, Daddy got 7 and Rosa got 7. Well done, well done. In the Boston family, Isla got 10 and Mummy got 5. Well done, guys. Thank you for sharing. Mrs. Long, George got 9 out of 10 and Mrs. Long got 6 out of 10. Well done. In the Wilson household, George got 9 and Mummy got 5. What we got here in the Miss Johnson so far, Cameron and Tom have got 20. Mummy with lots of help got 16. Indy got 7 out of 10 in the last one, and Mummy got 3 out of 10. The Stenterfords, 9 for the children and 6 for the adults. There's some really good schools there, Mr. MacBean.
They are. I'm very impressed.
Everyone's taking the challenge forward. We're going to get ready for round number 3 now, where we've got our final round of questions, Mr. MacBean. This is where we can see if anyone's going to get to see if they can see how many they can get out of 10 on this last one. We'll have to wait and see. There's a few people I think that are still on maximum scores at the moment, so I'll have to see if they can keep that up for the final round of quiz night with Quizmaster MacBean and Quizmaster Spracklen here. I'm just seeing if I can get my questions up. Oh, let's put this on. There we go. Before we continue, Mr. MacBean, I've had a very important message come through.
Have I got a question wrong? Have I got an answer wrong?
No,
Okay.
there's been an accusation. I have
All right.
to share that. The Stenterfords have accused the mystery dyers of going on Google.
I'm sure they wouldn't.
I'm sure that wouldn't have been the case. Look, Stenterfords, you know, what can we say? Right, let's move on to the final round then. Final round of our questions. Number 21 for the children. Which famous sailor has a statue at the top of a column in Trafalgar Square? That's question 21 for the children. Which famous sailor has a statue at the top of a column in Trafalgar Square?
Question 21 for the grown-ups. You can work this one out, guys. How many dots are there on a pair of dice? How many dots are there on a pair of dice?
How many dots? Oh, that's a good question, that one. Question number 22 for the children. How many days are there in June? How many days are there in June?
Question 22 for the grown-ups. Roquefort cheese is made from which animal's milk? Roquefort cheese is made from which animal's milk?
Question number 23, this time for the children. What is the name of the snowman in the film Frozen? What is the name of the snowman in the film Frozen?
Adults 23. What does Popeye have tattooed on his arm? What does Popeye have tattooed on his arm?
Question number 24 for the children. What instrument do you use to find someone's temperature? What instrument do you use to find out someone's temperature?
24 for the grown-ups. What is the name of the long-distance path that runs from Derbyshire to the Scottish border? What is the name of the long-distance path that runs from Derbyshire to the Scottish border?
Question number 25 for the children. What does a botanist study? What does a botanist study? Question number 25 for the children.
25 for the grown-ups. On an ordnance survey map, what is represented by a red or pink triangle? On an ordnance survey map, what is represented by a red or pink triangle?
Question number 26 for the children. In the movie The Lion King, what kind of animal is Timon? In the movie The Lion King, what kind of animal is Timon?
My 26. What briefly boosted the Cornish tourist trade on the 11th of August 1999? What briefly boosted the Cornish tourist trade on the 11th of August 1999?
Number 27. This is my favourite question from the quiz here, Mr. MacBean. Question number 27 for the children. Which of the 7 dwarfs did not have a beard? That's which of the 7 dwarfs did not have a beard?
My question number 27 is, in 1995, what was Eileen Collins the first woman to take command of? In 1995, what was Eileen Collins the first woman to take command of?
Question number 28. What is the center of a hurricane called? That's 28 for the children. What is the center of a hurricane called?
My 28. Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, was allegedly frightened of what? He allegedly had a phobia of what? Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, allegedly had a phobia of what?
Question 29 for the children. Who was the first man to stand on the moon? Who was the first man to stand on the moon?
Question 29 for the grown-ups. Which war was the last to see British troops wearing chainmail? And you've got a choice for this. Which war was the last to see British troops wearing chainmail? Was it the English Civil War, the Napoleonic War, the Boer War, or the First World War? Was it the English Civil War, the Napoleonic War, the Boer War, or the First World War? Which was the last one to see British troops wearing chainmail?
Question 30 for the children. Which country does pizza come from? That's our final question for the children. Which country does pizza come from?
That probably should say originate from, really, Mr. Spracklen. I don't think I wrote that very well, because they obviously can get pizza from anywhere now.
Which country does pizza traditionally
That's it. That's the word we're looking for. And the adults question number 30 is, when the Titanic sank in 1912, what was the name of the ship that first arrived to rescue 700 people? When the Titanic sank in 1912, what was the name of the ship that arrived to rescue 704, I think it was 700 people? And that concludes round number 3.
That does almost conclude round number 3. We've had a request from the Baker family. Can we have children's question 23 again? So children's question 23 again is, what is the name of the snowman in the film Frozen? That is, what is the name of the snowman in the film Frozen? There we go, Mr. MacBean. Right, we're going to head over to the answers in just 2 seconds. We've had a strong defence from the mystery diers saying that they haven't used Google, so that's good to hear. And the STEM defence giving a thumbs up to that. So I think we've averted Google Gate there, Mr. MacBean. So, shall we hear the answers to round number 3, our final round? So, question number 21 for the children was, which famous sailor has a statue at the top of a column in Trafalgar Square? And the answer is, of course, Nelson. Admiral Nelson.
Question 21 for the grown-ups. How many dots are there on a pair of dice? So on 2 dice, there are 42 dots. 42 dots.
That was a tricky one, I think, Mr. MacBean. Number 22. How many days are there in June? And the answer, of course, is 30. There are 30 days in June.
Question 22 for the adults. Roquefort cheese is made from which animal's milk? It's made from sheep's milk or ewe's milk. But the answer is sheep or ewe.
Miss Johnson saying it's not so easy peasy lemon squeezy now. Okay, we're heading over for the next question now. Let's just see. Next one up. The next question was, what is the name of the snowman in the film Frozen? And the answer is Olaf. Olaf is the answer to question number 23 for the children.
23 for the grown-ups. Popeye. What does Popeye have tattooed on his arm? The answer, an anchor. An anchor.
Fantastic. Question number 24 for the children was, what instrument do you use to find someone's temperature? And of course, the answer is a thermometer. A thermometer is the answer to question number 24.
24 for the grown-ups. Name the long-distance path that runs from Derbyshire to the Scottish border. The answer is the Pennine Way. The Pennine Way.
The Pennine Way. Question number 25 for the children. What does a botanist study? A botanist studies plants. The answer to question number 25 is plants.
25 for the grown-ups. On an ordnance survey map, what is represented by a red or pink triangle? The answer, a youth hostel.
Question number 26 for the children. In the movie The Lion King, what kind of animal is Timon? Timon is a meerkat. A meerkat is the answer to question number 26.
26 for the grown-ups. What briefly boosted the Cornish tourist trade on the 11th of August 1999? It was a total solar eclipse. A total solar eclipse.
Talking about that with someone just last night, Mr. MacBean. How funny. Question number 27. Which of the 7 dwarfs did not have a beard? Mr. Spracklen's favourite question of this quiz. And the answer is Dopey. Dopey did not have a beard.
27 for the adults. In 1995, what was Eileen Collins the first woman to take command of? The answer, a NASA space shuttle. A NASA space shuttle.
Question number 28. What is the centre of a hurricane called? The centre of a hurricane is called the eye. Eye is the answer to question number 28.
My 28. Thomas Edison, inventor of the light bulb, allegedly had a phobia of the dark. He was scared of the dark. So it's a good idea to invent a light bulb, really.
Question number 29. Who was the first man to stand on the moon? And the answer was, of course, Neil Armstrong. Neil Armstrong is the answer to question number 29.
29 for the adults. Which war was the last to see British troops wearing chainmail? The answer is in World War One. Believe it or not, the people that went in the first tanks wore chainmail as their kind of costume inside the tanks, because it was, well, they just did. Okay, chainmail in tanks. World War One is the answer.
And the final question for the children, which country does pizza originate from? And the answer is Italy, Italia.
And the final question for the adults, what was the name of the ship that came to the rescue of the Titanic in 1912? The answer is the Carpathia. The Carpathia. There you go.
We'd love to see how many you got. Put your comments in the comment box. That's the end of our quiz. How many did you get in that round? And how many did you get overall? What do you think, Mr. MacBean?
Well, I think they've been doing very well so far. Yeah,
the children got 10 on that one, and the adults got 5. Well done, Mystery Dyers. That's fantastic.
good
George
score.
got 6 on that one, and Mummy and Daddy got 6. Drawing with your parents there, George. Well done. Isla got 10. Mummy got 6. Indy got 6 out of 10. Mum and Dad got 4 out of 10. But Indy answered our number 8. Lexi got 5. Nicola got 3. Well done, guys. Holly got 9. Adults got 6. George got 10 out of 10. And Mrs. Long got 6 out of 10. Mummy got 5. Rosa got 7. Great to see everyone taking part. That's fantastic. Oh, what else have we got? Overall, we've got we got our first 30 overall from Isla. Well done, Isla.
Wow, that's very impressive, Isla.
Mummy got 18. Well done, Mummy. Oh, children got the full 30 in the Mystery Dyer house, but adults only got 18. 18's good. Fantastic. Children got 8, and Miss Johnson got 3 on that last round. Kids 26, adults 18. So the children, the winners. Look, I think, Mr. MacBean.
Well done,
I
children.
think that's the general score. The general theme of things is that the children beat the adults on this occasion.
They did. Well done.
Well done. I'm going to say thank you very much to our quiz master, Mr. MacBean. Thank you, sir.
Very welcome. You're very welcome. I hope you had fun and enjoyed it.
Always good to see you. And lots of people saying that they love the quiz. The Hoskins saying that they love the quiz. The Bakers saying in total Holly got 25 and the adults got 19. And they said it was great fun. So thank you so much for sharing that. Overall, George got... We can definitely do it again. We'll let everyone know when we're going to be back with another quiz. Overall, George got 29. Mrs. Long got 17.
Good, George. Very good.
In the Stenterford house, the kids got 26. The adults got less, it said. So I'm not sure if they're going to admit to how many they got there.
Yeah.
Anna and James got 25 out of 30, and Mum got 21 out of 30.
Good score from Mum as well. Well done. 21. That's very good.
Andersons are saying thank you, Prince of Wales School. The Dovels are saying thank you so much. That was good fun. Mystery Dyers are saying thank you. Mrs. MacBean and Mrs. Spracklen was really fun from the Mystery Dyers. The Wilsons are saying thank you. The Stenterfords are saying thank you. The Bostons are saying thank you. The Scots are saying it was a great idea. Miss Johnson was saying thank you, Quizmasters, Mr. S and Mr. MacBean. And Mrs. Long says thank you. So it was a success, Mr. MacBean.
It was. It's worth doing, worth a try, wasn't it? Getting people together, the community together. Nice.
We wish everyone a fantastic weekend, and we'll be back tomorrow morning for a Good Morning Pal show at 9:30. There's an assembly tomorrow as well at 11:20 when we've got another mystery guest, and then we'll be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock for our final Today at Pal for the week. So still love seeing your photos. If you've got any photos over the last 24 hours or so, do send them through. Doesn't have to be work. It's always just nice to see what people are up to during these times. So we'll say goodbye. We'll say goodbye to Mr. MacBean.
Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you very much. See you soon.
Thank you very much for joining us. We'll have our theme music one last time.
Excellent.